Did you know that in 2022, over 43 million vinyl records were sold worldwide? While a lot of us have been living in the digital age for the last decade, the demand for vinyl records has gone up 4.2% since 2021. So while popularity of vinyl is only at 15% of its all-time high, people are feeling nostalgic and there are signs that vinyl is on the rise again. In today's video, we're going to show how we store and ship vinyl and some things to be aware of. When it comes to storage, the important things for us are to keep them upright, alphabetized, and protected from dust. We use two types of protective sleeve. They're plastic. This first one is for the vinyl record itself, and this second one is for the cover. And we can link all of these things in the description so that you can find them really easy. Let's move on to shipping. We've been using this rigid vinyl mailer for a couple of years now and we're really pleased with it. We buy them in bulk. The things that we like about it is that it already has all of our fragile, handle with care, do not bend already on there. It's self-adhesive, so we just stick it shut, and it's also got the dimensions on there too. Now we picked quite a good quality cardboard mailer, so these do come out to about $1.70 each. But once we weigh it for one record, it usually comes out to an Australia Post small. At a stretch, you can fit a couple of records in one of these if you're selling bundles. Now you could just take this straight into your post office and pay for it over the counter, but if you're making your own labels using a service like My Post Business, then you do need to get the weight. Really handy that the dimensions are already written on here, but we always round up at least ½ centimeter because we don't want to cop an underpaid postage charge, which we sometimes get even when we are super accurate. And here's a hot tip. Sometimes when we're selling a record that is higher value or a collector's piece, I might get a message asking me to ship the record outside of the sleeve. And at first this seemed a little bit counterintuitive to me, but here's the reason why people might ask you to do that. Whether your record is inside a paper sleeve or straight inside the cardboard sleeve, it's shifting around when it's in transit, and so collectors are actually wanting to protect the paper seam so that it doesn't tear. So here's what we do. We always keep our vinyl record inside its protective plastic sleeve. And if it is a gatefold, then I can actually put the record straight in here and fold it so it's still sandwiched, but it's not going to break any seams. If it's not a gatefold and it's just a single cardboard sleeve, I will pack the record in its plastic on top, but I'll also add either a square of bubble wrap or a square of cardboard so that it's still sandwiched. And that's gotten us some positive feedback. And if you find yourself in a position like we are today where you're sending a whole handful of records, then we like to bubble wrap them all together so they're nice and safe, and find them a box that's as close to their own size as possible to keep those dimensions low so that we don't pay too much. We're going to give it several layers of bubble wrap so that it's nice and well protected, and then in the box we'll also put some paper down the sides so that it's not moving around. Because we're using My Post Business, we'll go through the steps of measuring, weighing, and printing our label. We hope this has given you some confidence sending out vinyl records, because there are definitely a lot out there that are worth picking up.